Had a big drive yesterday, and now I'm in Nashville, Tennessee. And I got here yesterday afternoon late, around 5 o'clock. And I'm at the Rivers Campground. And it's just off the interstate, and it's 2.8 miles from the Grand Ole Opry. And weirdly enough, this campground is situated between a Campers World on one side and a Gander RV on the other side. So you're right in the middle of two camping or RV sales places. And on the back side of this campground, there's another campground on the other side of the fence, which probably has something to do with one of the other, Gander or Campers World. But yeah, so I got here, it's pretty warm. As soon as I got here, I set up the rig. And I jumped in the pool because it's pretty warm, it's humid. And my intent while here is to go ahead and go into Nashville today and check out Nashville for the morning. And then tonight I want to go to a Grand Ole Opry show. The Grand Ole Opry, like I said, is excuse me, like I said, is only 2.8 miles down the road. And I'll just Uber it because I don't have a towable, so I'll take an Uber down. And the thing is this is a pretty nice campground. It's a basic campground where you have your spots and neatly organized, but you have a nice pool. They had live entertainment last night. And at the band set up by the pool, it was a three-piece, actually two pieces with a singer. And it was pretty nice. Just sit out there relaxing, catching up on stuff. And so at any rate, it's not a bad campground. It's nice because it's very close to Nashville. They have a shuttle bus that runs into Nashville, which I'll be using this morning. And but yesterday was a great time visiting my buddy John, but I just couldn't stay there with the heat. I had the AC running all night last night. And he didn't have any, he had a hookup for a 50 amp, believe it or not. But I didn't have a reducer. And then I felt like I just wanted to get down here early, set up, and that way there I could have the full day today. Otherwise I would be on the road right now. So that's about it for now. I'm going to check things out. I'm going to have a cup of coffee, and we'll see how it goes today. So I'm standing in the back side of the Ryman Auditorium, which is basically the birthplace of a lot of the country music. You know, Tammy Wynette, Dolly Parton, Hank Williams Jr., Hank Williams Sr., etc., etc. And here's the Ryman Auditorium, and from the front side, that's what it's really known for, the architecture on the front. And a beautiful building. It's been fully restored because it was falling apart after the heyday. But so far so good here in Nashville. Gonna walk around some more and see what we can find. Okay, so I decided to do a hop-on, hop-off trolley tour. So it's ought to be fun. At least I can get a nice hour-and-a-half tour of the city. And pretty soon we'll be leaving. This place is crazy. A lot going on here, and a lot of people partying since who knows when. So, but a lot of great music playing. I had an excellent barbecue dinner at Johnny Cash's restaurant next to his museum, or a museum dedicated to Johnny Cash. And so now I'm getting ready to go on a trolley tour.
Who song quits? But this is the part. And here is probably the hardest turn on the whole tour. I got this 90-degree turn here.
So I just returned from the Grand Ole Opry, and what a show. That was absolutely awesome. It starts at 7 and it runs till 9, and it starts and stops right on the money. And it's a lot of variety. I think there were 5 or 6 different artists, and they sang, and you know, there was a little comedy involved, and it's run like a really great variety show. Great auditorium, great sound quality and levels, and I had front row seats, so I was right there in the heart of it. And I got to tell you, it was a fabulous experience. I would love to do it again. I would recommend that anybody that is down in the Nashville area, or if you are not in the Nashville area but heading around here, to go to Nashville and go to a show at the Grand Ole Opry. To come to Nashville and not go to a show at the Grand Ole Opry, if you like music, is probably sinful not to go. You know, it was just a great show. So anyway, I had a great time here in Nashville. I think, you know, other than the highlights of seeing friends that I haven't seen for a while, that this was certainly a big highlight. Going to the Ryman Auditorium, taking a tour of the city, eating at you know, Johnny Cash's restaurant, or the restaurant named in his honor. It was all good. It was all good. Nashville Commerce Street, I believe it's called, or the main drag there, is crazy, crazy, crazy. A lot going on. It's a big party scene. Bars everywhere, music coming out of every single bar, and it's pretty exciting. To be a musician down here, you must be playing constantly. And tomorrow I'll be heading north, and I've got about an 18-hour drive. I'm not doing that all at once. I'm going to take my time a little bit and see how it goes. You know, I'm hoping to make some good headway tomorrow. It's time to get home, and I've had a great trip. It's been a great, great trip, and hopefully everything will work out and I'll see some good stuff on the way home. Otherwise, it'll be a drive home. And that's it for now. We'll see ya.